So sandwiches. So sandwiches. First of all, corn dogs, definitely sandwiches. I don't. You had a sandwich for lunch? What did I have for lunch? I just had lunch. I had leftover pasta and bread. I heated up my bread in the air fryer, in my air fryer, so corn dogs, yes. Sandwiches, of course, same thing. Don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I had pasta. I had pasta and air fryer bread because I couldn't fit the bread in the toaster, so I put it in the air fryer. But yeah, I gotta eventually draw your corn dog. I was gonna do it last night, but then I had forgotten my iPad downstairs and I was too lazy to get it, but I have it now, so I'll do that tonight probably. Let's see. Since you donated your simp bucks, I could play some Project Diva today. I feel like you would enjoy that. Let's see. Hello! Hi, Moogie! Oh my gosh, it's my wife. Hello! I'm so excited. Hello. Yes, it's my wife. Yeah, I'm in a comfy blanket. We were talking about sandwiches. Specifically corn dogs. Yeah, she is my waifu. Moogie is my waifu. Yeah, the best kind of philosophy. We're talking about sandwiches. And how corn dogs are sandwiches. Yes, corn dogs are sandwiches. No, the simp can stay, it's okay. No, okay, so here's my reasoning. So how I define sandwiches is some sort of filling, not just a condiment, that's surrounded by some sort of carbohydrate. And the only reason why I word it like that is so you can include things like ice cream sandwiches, because ice cream sandwiches it's not a meat and stuff. And is mochi a sandwich? Yeah. Yes? I want to say yes. It's like a bun. I don't know. Maybe. Like because technically, like a meat bun could be a sandwich. Because like if you sliced it in half, boba is not a sandwich. Because there's no filling in boba. Is tapioca? Wait, actually, this might solve my problem. Is tapioca a carbohydrate? I'm gonna go look that up. Tapioca surrounded by tapioca, but then tapioca wouldn't be the filling. It would just be the outside. You know what? This calls for Google. I'm gonna Google this. Okay, tapioca is technically a carbohydrate. It has carbs. It's a starchy carbohydrate. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, but then it would be well, mochi is more in the same category as like a meat bun, like a bun that's filled with meat. But like, let's say like if you have, oh yeah, pot pies are not sandwiches. Yeah, if the filling is solid enough, then it's a sandwich. Okay, so like a mochi, if you were to cut it in half and just had like tapioca and then the ice cream and then tapioca, then technically it's a sandwich. Just a strange sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly. So, okay, so this is another thing that I was thinking about. Technically, peanut butter and jelly. Jelly, I think, is a condiment, but peanut butter doesn't have to be a condiment, I don't think. Just like grilled cheese sandwiches, like cheese can be a condiment, but it doesn't have to be. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Bread by itself is not a sandwich, though. You can't have a bread sandwich. That would just be slices of bread. You're just eating bread at that point. But yeah. And the reason why... Okay, circling back... Wait, what if the cheese is too gooey and it falls out when you bite? Okay, so here's the thing. If you can take a bite out of it and then hold it, and then it's still relatively okay, like there's still stuff inside, then I think it's okay. Like, if you have a pot pie, that's not a sandwich. A pot pie is not a sandwich, because if you were to like slice it in half, all this like the soupiness would come out, and then it would just be like, what is it, pie crust and maybe some chicken and vegetables. A grilled cheese sandwich, though, if you cut a grilled cheese sandwich in half, there would still be cheese in it. Yeah, I mean, okay, that's a whole other discussion. I also think that tacos are sandwiches. But that's just because I've spent way too long thinking about sandwiches. A burger, if you ate a burger wrapped in lettuce, so like if the lettuce was outside, was that what you're asking? I've actually never been to In-N-Out, but so the lettuce is around. I mean, people make lettuce wraps, but are wraps sandwiches? Yeah. I think wraps are sandwiches, technically, because it's a carbohydrate with filling inside of it. So yeah, it's still a sandwich, technically. Have you ever had wait, just talking about food for a second. Have you ever had a macaroni and cheese burger? Those are really good. Yeah, burritos are technically sandwiches. So I think, okay, so here's my line of thinking. I think sandwiches is just a broad category that has many subcategories. So under sandwiches can be like buns, wraps, and other things like that. So I use sandwich very generally. So, but if you do it like that, then you can include things like ice cream sandwiches, so the ice cream sandwiches don't get left out. You can't make the ice cream sandwich sad, because then it would be salty instead of sweet. Did you just post it to Twitter? I just got a notification. Ice cream's not a condiment, sorry. Ice cream is not a condiment. I voted yes. Okay, so here's the thing about corn dogs. Going back to corn dogs, where this conversation started. Okay, a sandwich doesn't technically have to have two pieces, because you could press a sandwich, and it could be like a panini, for example. If you had like a panini, if you close the edges, it's technically still a sandwich. Anyways, oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, back to the corn dog. Back to the corn dog. So what did I say about the corn dog? Yeah. So it has the filling. It's surrounded by a carb. The only thing different about it is that. Oh yeah, we're still talking about corn dogs. The cube rule? I don't know. I don't know what it is though. That's the here's the thing. I actually didn't know what this is. But corn dog. I gotta finish what I was thinking of, because I have goldfish brain. I have a goldfish brain, so I need to finish this before I get distracted again. So so the only thing different between like a hot dog technically and a corn dog is that one is completely enclosed, right? But you can completely enclose a hot dog and it would still be a hot dog. but for a corn dog, it's just fried. I'm being told to wait. Okay, I will wait. Corn dogs are deep fried, that is true. But you can deep fry anything. You can deep fry an Oreo and it's still an Oreo, right? But anyways, so the only difference is that it has a stick in it. It has a stick in it, basically. A corn dog has a stick in it. But here's my thing. You can have I ever had a deep fried sandwich? I will get to that point in a second. I gotta finish what I was talking about. No. So, if what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, if you put a stick in a sandwich, it doesn't stop being a sandwich, right? So, just because a corn dog has a stick in it doesn't make it not a sandwich. Does that make sense? I mean, technically, an Oreo is a sandwich too, but that's a topic for a whole other discussion. Okay, but deep fried sandwiches. Technically, yes, I have had a deep fried burger. This conversation is this is getting somewhere. I have to look at the cube rule because I don't know what it means. I don't know what it is. Okay, the cube rule of food identification. Are hot dog sandwiches? Yes. 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 I think yes. This is way too long. This is way too long. I'm like speed reading this. The first 10 pages are backstory. Yeah, basically. So like, I got too lazy to read through everything, but I basically get the gist of it. So the gist of it is basically talking about the shape of it to determine whether or not it's a sandwich. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, I'm a philosophy major. So I talk about this kind of stuff all the time. I actually talked about sandwiches so much that my teacher banned me from writing my final paper on sandwiches. So there's that. So that's helpful. Let's see. So oh, thank you for following me. I know you've been talking to us about sandwiches this whole time. Thank you for following me. Yeah. So, but yes. Talking back to deep fried sandwiches because my goldfish brain forgot to finish it. Thank you. Thank you, Nina, for following me. My goldfish brain can't handle this. There's so many things happening at one time. Okay, so okay, so I think it's back now. But so the cube rule. Technically, I don't agree with it because it doesn't have to be a cube. I don't think. Like, you could make a sandwich into a sphere. Like theoretically speaking, you could make a sandwich into a sphere, and it would still be a sandwich. But yes, my new name is Professor Ume. Dr. Ume. Yes, I am Dr. Ume. We will have some nice philosophy lectures, specifically just talking about sandwiches. We will become the sandwich cult, the cult of sandwich. That's what we will be called. Yeah. Just overstuff a pita. Yeah, my brain went way too complex with that and was thinking of just like stacking a bunch of bread on top of each other and like sculpting. I don't know. My brain went to like the most complicated way possible. Once you bite into a burrito, it would no longer be a burrito. Interesting. Interesting. This is like my favorite discussion to have ever. Like, I honestly talk about this way too much. Like, it in real life, it literally annoys people that I'm around. Oh yeah, back to the deep fried sandwich thing, because goldfish brain can't handle. Where do I stand on the sandwich alignment chart? Huh? I don't get it. Oh yeah. This is how this conversation always starts. I just ask people, is a hot dog a sandwich? Okay. Deep fried sandwich. I need to stop. Okay, I need to not look at chat for a second so that I could focus on this. So I've technically had a deep fried sandwich before, but it was a burger. I've had a deep fried burger. The bun was technically made out of macaroni and cheese, and it was deep fried. And it was yummy. I think that's all I was going with that. I don't remember what I was gonna say. But pizza is toast. Pizza is, well, you don't put pizza in a toaster, right? So is it technically toast if you don't put it in a toaster? That's an honest question. Like no joke. I'm actually wondering. If the pizza is deep dish, then it's probably not toast. Well, that would just mean that it's thick and soggy with a lot of toppings on it, right? But you can have a slice of bread that is toasted with lots of toppings, and it would still be toast, technically. Or it would just be half a sandwich, I don't know. It would just be sandwich without another slice of bread. Are Pop-Tarts sandwiches? I would venture to say yes. But no, actually no. Actually, I would maybe not, because it depends on the inside, right? It depends on the inside. So like sugar, I don't think sugar is technically a filling. It's more like a condiment, I guess. Yeah, it's an open face sandwich. An open face sandwich only has one piece of bread, so you know, there's that. Sugar is a filling. Is it though? Marshmallows and s'mores. Is s'mores sandwiches? Are s'mores sandwiches? We've just become the cult of sandwich. Those are my people. My people are just cult of sandwich. Marshmallows are not pure sugar. That is true. That is true. Did you know that marshmallows have cow bones in them? I learned that when I was in elementary school. We went to a fair for a field trip, and we talked to the people who own like the cow farms and stuff, and they told us that, I mean, okay, so marshmallow toast is just toast. It's not really a sandwich, right? It's just a topping that goes on top of toast. Fairy bread? You guys are gonna make me learn a lot of things today. What is fairy bread? You mean like, is it just sprinkles on toast? The heck? I don't understand. But yeah, I too wonder that. Who likes sprinkles enough to put it on bread? Not me. I barely put my sprinkles on ice cream. Gelatin is made from bone meal? Probably. I believe it. Yeah. It doesn't have to be specifically bone, just has to be gelatin for what? For what? What? I'm lost. My goldfish brain can't handle this conversation. Vegemite is a condiment? Yeah. Aussies called it a Vegemite sandwich. Well, actually, I've never had... I mean, to be fair, there are some strange people out there who eat, like, ketchup sandwiches. It's just like ketchup with 2 slices of bread on it, and I don't really think that's a sandwich because it's just a condiment, right? A ketchup sandwich in public school? Yeah, when I was in like elementary school, middle school, if we didn't have lunch or we didn't have money for lunch when we went through the lunch line, they would just give us like a slab of toast with a slab of cheese on top of it, and it was like cold. It was nasty. Like the food just give you so burnt, so you just remove the patty and put ketchup on the bun. I believe that. I believe that. Sometimes when I would get food when I was in school, my food would be really cold, so I wouldn't want to eat it. One time, I think it was my dad. My dad told me that when he was in school, he used to put his orange juice in his milk and drink it like that, and I think that's absolutely disgusting. Please tell me not to do that, because I don't know if I would like that. I don't think I like the idea of orange juice and milk put together. An existential crisis from what? From the orange juice and milk? Yeah. Yeah. I think that's nasty. I don't like that. I don't like that. Although, when I was in elementary school, I did used to have chugging contests, and me and some other kids. Yeah, I don't know why anybody would have that thought, but me and other kids, we would have a chugging contest, and we would chug like the chocolate milk, and we would just see who could drink the most fastest. Yeah, I think I won that every time. But yeah, please don't drink orange juice and milk. I haven't tried it, but I don't know if I don't think I recommend it. But then it makes me think. Smoothies? Sometimes when people make smoothies, they put milk and juice together, right? Who could eat? You had a competition to see who would eat ketchup packets fastest? What? Milky Coke? No, stop. But yeah, the back to the smoothies have milk and juice in it, right? So is it technically the same? I don't want to think it's the same. I don't want to think it's the same. Coke and peanuts? You mean like putting peanuts in Coke, or drinking Coke with peanuts on the side? I I don't think I would like milky Coke though. I don't know if no like I don't think anybody else was here for this, but I'm lactose intolerant and I'm allergic to milk, so I get a double whammy every time I have dairy products. You get a packet of peanuts and an ice cold Coke and you just pour the packet in. I don't know how I feel about that, but I accept it. I mean, if that's what you like, man, I guess. Yeah, just take one for the team. Yeah, I do that every time I eat ice cream. Yeah, just take one for the team. So for everybody else who missed that whole conversation, yes, Ume is allergic to lots of things, including fruits, vegetables, nuts, soy products, milk, and I'm also lactose intolerant. So how do I live? I eat carbs and and I eat meat. Yep, that's pretty much it. I don't eat plants because obviously I am a flower dragon. So if I ate plants, that would be cannibalism. That's definitely why I can't eat those things. Definitely. But yes, I will eat anything spicy. I love spicy food. Like, it's my favorite thing. Like, I eat, you know those noodles from the spicy noodle challenge where like it's like the 2 times spicy whatever? Yeah, I eat those for fun, just cause I think they taste good. Everybody thinks I'm crazy for that, but I don't really care. It tastes good. Yeah, we've been talking about food for a long time. Usually this happens at the end of the stream. Usually food talk happens at the end, but this time it happened at the beginning. I think... Ah yes, lots of food. Let's see, Doritos, hot dogs. Okay, so here's my thing. Is that a green onion? I think it's a green onion. It's a corn pizza? I think it's a green onion. Every time I see that, it's a leek. Okay, so I'm always stuck between the two. I was like, it's either a leek or it's a green onion. My brain goes to green onion first. But that's just me. We need a banana for scale. That's true. That's true.